You're checked in with the People's Champ, Dre Rocca on U92.
What's holding you guys back from not coming here?
We're down in Provo right now. A lot of our team is down there. Going from a 3-minute drive to a 45-minute to an hour.
Well, sounds like you got to live in Salt Lake.
Yeah,
you guys need to uproot.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
How many employees you got? You guys got 30 employees?
35 right now.
35?
35, yeah.
That's dope. Well, let me introduce you guys, right? So we're here with is it Dava Marketing?
Dava, just
Dava.
Dava. Yes.
Yeah, just
Dava. So
Yes.
Dava, okay.
Dava, yeah.
And we got David
David, yeah.
and Vale.
Valet.
Valet.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
That's not what you said. I'm just playing. So, man, who are you guys? Because my man, Maycon brought you guys. He was like, man, you got to talk to these dudes. They're doing some cool things here. So what's going on with you guys?
Dude, of course. So we're Dava, and we assist with creators. We're a creator company. So our goal is to help any kind of creator.
Pull that mic up closer to you. Yeah. There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. So at Dava, we assist creators all around the world. Whether you're starting as a beginner or you're an intermediate or you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on YouTube, Dava assists you with that. So it's been exciting. We've been working with creators like Jake Paul, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Lindsay Arnold from Dancing with the Stars, and just a bunch of awesome creators all around the world. Yeah.
Dope. When did you guys create this? When did it start?
So we started in 2019. It was like a basement startup. So it was just at Vale's house. I was, his boss at the time. We worked our full-time job. And then after our full-time, I'd go over to his house at his bedroom, and we would work till like 11 p.m. So March of 2019 was the official date that we went and registered to the state, and like everything was legal.
Yeah, that was the grind. That was when we were working our full-time job right after we left. Go to my house, work till 11 p.m. My wife was chilling there waiting for us as well.
Dang.
And
that's beautiful though, right? Because I think that's where everybody starts. Like everybody's grind starts from like that passion.
Yeah.
Right. You really get energized. You just work the 8-hour, 10-hour day at your 9 to 5 to live. Now let's get to the passion part, and that it doesn't feel like work at that point, right?
Exactly.
I feel like our motivation was just so like out of this world that it's like we just did like the craziest things. No matter what it took, it's like we had to like risk it all to be where we're at today. Like to be 100% transparent, it's like I was his manager at my job, so essentially, I would take him off the phone calls, and I would manage him saying, hey, yeah, he's doing all these assignments, he's doing all these tasks, but in reality, we were actually working on our business. And if you look at like a lot of our old photos, you can see on our whiteboard, it's like work at our business from 8 to 9 a.m. and then from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. work on our business. And it's like, but nobody ever knew because I was his manager. And we gave ourselves like a very short time frame. So it's like, all right, well, we have till the end of summer to make the same salary that we have at our current jobs because we're going to get fired because we weren't doing anything, And so it was like it was really like all in mentality. It wasn't like a maybe. It was like, I don't care if I die in the streets. I have to do it.
It was nice for me because he's my boss at the time. So I'm just chilling, I don't got to work. This is nice.
You didn't feel guilty? Like your whole team's over there busting their ass, and here you are.
Man, there's a reason we left. We did not like that place.
Yeah. So what was it that you guys were working on? What was, when you guys left the 9 to 5, what were you guys doing when you guys worked on your passion? What was that?
After we left our 9 to 5?
Yeah, like during that time when you're
growing the business.
Yeah, when you're growing your business, what is that?
Honestly, I think like something that people get so confused at the beginning, it's like they're so like obsessed over the idea of like I own a business, I'm an entrepreneur. But in reality, it's like what really like I think took us like aside from everyone else, it's like it's always about the next stepping stone. It's like don't worry about making $1 million tomorrow. Don't worry about being the biggest influencer tomorrow, or having the most streams or whatever it is that you're doing. So you just have to worry about the next step. For us, we were daydreaming of like imagine having an editor that would edit the videos for us. That would be amazing. Like, holy, that'd be amazing just to give us that free time. So we brought in that video editor and we're like, holy, this is amazing. But what sucks is now I'm managing him. Like, why? Like, I wish someone could, like, I could have enough editors where I had a manager that manages my editors. So that way I don't even have to come into the office. And then we found a manager. He was managing the editors. He was also editing a part-time on the side, right? That's where one of our, I want to say his name, Damian Lopez. That's where he came in. That's his role. And after that, it's like, well, great. Now the company's growing on. It's like, it's just sustaining, it's here, it's alive, and we don't even have to be at work. We'd just be at home. We wouldn't even come to work. It's like, wow, this is amazing. But what would be better is if it grew while we were gone. So that's where we started developing the sales team. And that's what I mean by the stepping stone thing. It's like, don't worry about making $1 million. Worry about the next step, which was at the very beginning, just having a teammate next to us that we paid salary that helped edit the videos with us.
So that's where it was at, man. There's a lot of stepping stones to where you guys are now, and you got started off in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Right.
So
what would you say to somebody that is like you guys right now, where they're working that job where they hate and they have this passion? What would you tell them right now?
I think the biggest thing and I think my answer to this is there's a lot of people that are kind of doing it on the side. They're kind of, really, really hoping that one day they can take it to that full-time level. But I think the big thing is it will never get to that full-time level as a side business. Just will never, right? Especially in our experience. I think the big thing is treat it as if it were a full-time thing from the beginning, just like we did, It wasn't, we go to our job and maybe spending a few hours. No, it's till 11 p.m. every single night. And, my wife can testify to that. But, and yeah, it's hard and it takes a lot of time. But, if you really want it, you're willing to do it. And if it's a passion, it's not that hard. You enjoy it, right? And so really just treat it like a full-time thing from the beginning, because it will give you full-time results.
I think that's very a huge understatement. It's I sacrificed everything to make it happen. My dad will come to me occasionally and be like, you need to, worry about your physical health, go to the gym, run, do something, just take care of yourself physically. And I knew how much time was a variable in this. And I'm like, I can't do that, because if I go to the gym, that's 2 hours a day that I'm wasting that I could be working. So it's when I said that I was all in, it's it wasn't even I dropped, relationships, I dropped friendships, I dropped family, like time with family. Because it was if I don't do this now, it's going to be 10 years from now, and I'm going to look back and be like, wow, how I really threw away my time. If I could just focus everything, every living, waking hour into my business, in 1 year from now, I can then focus on a gym. And guess what I'm doing now? Now that things are a lot more established, I hit the gym. I'm not at the gym today because of here, but I would be at the gym right now, because it's I have and I've dedicated that time. I bring enough money through my business, and I don't even have to be at work if I didn't want to be. But that's because I dedicated all the 24 hours of my day, every waking hour of the day on my business. I didn't even focus on my physical health or my spiritual health, which I wish, I neglected just to make this happen. I was really all in. The definition of all in is what I did.
And at what point was, for you two, was it we're gonna make this business together? I know you're his boss and everything, but who really brought this idea of starting this business to life?
Yeah, I think it was it just kind of happened naturally. We're an editing company. When we started, I was the editor. David didn't know anything about editing. But one thing David did have is just the determination, the hard work to keep it going, keep it alive when things slow down. And so it was just a mix of the two. I don't think this business would be where it's at without David. And I like to hope he thinks the same thing about me. But
sorry to cut you off, but it's we had different skills. He was an amazing editor. He had history of working in Los Angeles with big creators, right? Whereas I didn't. I wasn't an editor. I've never touched an editing software in my life. But I had the sales, I had the people's connection, I had the other side of business that he didn't have. And eventually with time, I learned how to, I'm a professional video editor now. I say it proudly because I hire so many people with degrees, no degrees, whatever it is. I'm a better editor than them. But I was always a salesman and a marketer from heart. I was a businessman. And that's where Vale came in. He's I need to learn sales. And now we both do everything. So we both wear a lot of hats in the company.
Yeah, man. And it feels like it's going so quick. And you were mentioning that your dad, he's yo, you got to take care of yourself too, man. So how was that with your families? I mean, your girl, she was there from day one. Yeah. Was she yo, you guys need to chill? It's Game of Thrones night.
It's tough. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, look, it's easy. I'll do this again all day, every day. It's important now that we do keep a schedule and we do keep time to take care of ourselves in whatever way that is to, ourselves. But yeah, the beginning is tough. I mean, at the time, my wife and I, we were dating and yeah, she was hanging out there, but I know, she wants to hang out, right? And I want to hang out with her too, but also with my family. I'm a big family man, at the end of the day. And, it's tough to not be with them all the time, but I think, when it just comes to it, it's just got to happen. It's what are you willing to sacrifice to make it happen? Just being an entrepreneur, everybody knows it's the hardest thing in the world, and it's not for everybody. But if you want that big reward and you're willing to give it what it really takes, and then some more after that, you know, the rewards come with that. So
I mean, you guys don't got no choice now. You got employees.
It's
you can't just quit now. You got people that are dependent on you. Isn't that a little scary?
Of course. I mean, we have some of the biggest creators in the planet. We have some of the biggest businesses in the world right now. And it's difficult. It's a big weight on our shoulder, but at the same time, that's what keeps us tight. That's what keeps us focused, sharp, and just keep kind of sharpening our tools. But it's hard. I mean, we were just talking today. Like, I wonder what, we're so committed to this now. I wonder what it must feel like without all of this. You know, we're just so deep and invested into the space. I just can't imagine.
And this is all you guys do.
So I mean, this is the main thing we do. Obviously, we have, we get a lot of crap for buying cars, because I think a lot of people think we just buy them for fun and whatever.
Hold on. Let's back up. Hold on. You guys are car enthusiasts?
Of course, I am.
What kind of cars? What are we talking about?
Well, we're big into the new transition into electric cars.
Okay.
So we have several Teslas, and we don't just buy these cars for fun, just to show off and stuff.
Well, that's half the reason. But no.
But drive them off the canyon or what? Put a GoPro in front. Sounds like great content to me.
No, yeah, we've been taking a lot of our income and putting into other things. But one of the big things that has actually been growing over the last 6 months is honestly just renting out cars. It's we have a lot of cars that just sit there, so we decided, hey, why not just rent them out? Especially with electric cars, it's so easy right now. There's no maintenance, there's nothing. And so rent them out, high price, and they pay themselves off within a year.
I think
year
a
and half.
huge reason why we do that too is because it's diverse. It's like, it's great. Our business is bringing in, $2 million a year, but it's like there's been life or death situations with our business before. I'd be lying if I just said it was straight uphill. It's like we've been in situations where we'll sit down and like be dead inside. It's like, what do we do now? Like I feel like I'm pinned against the corner and I don't know what to do next. And that scares me because I'm dedicating everything to this, and if I couldn't imagine the day where we just lost it all. So if we do lose it all, we have to have assets coming from other places. Like, we have 4 streams of income right now. We're working on our 5th, and it's like I cannot return to another job. I just can't. If YouTube dies tomorrow, we die with it. And that alone is a big enough reason to start other assets, and that's why we rent cars. I'd say like part-time. It brings in like $12,000-$13,000 a month, and so like it depends on the month, and so it's just a security net that it's also it's fun. So
David, you stress me out, bro.
Me too.
You stress me out, bro. Like, how do you relax? You hit the gym? Is that how you relax? Is that how you decompress?
I had a conversation with a friend yesterday, and he's like, do you ever have those days where you sit at home and like do nothing? Like, doesn't that stress you out? I'm like, no. like I don't. Like, I don't know. It sounds super like not true, but it's like I really like right off of work I go straight to the gym. After the gym I only have like an hour window to see my girlfriend, and she lives 30 minutes away from me, so even then I don't get time to see my girlfriend. And when I do, I have to drive home from Draper at 1:30 a.m. to Provo. It's 30-minute drive, and I wake up at work 6 hours of sleep. Dang. And I'm still forced. Like, it's just a commitment you have to do. I chose to have a girlfriend. You have to invest in your girlfriend. And so before you went neck deep into this business? No, I started dating her about a year ago, so I was already in a much more stable place where I accepted to have a girl. I've turned down relationships because I was in the beginning phases. I feel like that was your relationship. So, yeah.
Like, that's what you're married to. And I mean, with all due respect, but it sounds like everything else comes second. Honestly, like, I leave family parties, I leave, whatever occasion I'm at, and everyone knows, like my friends, everyone knows that it's like something happens, it's like just I say I have to leave, and they understand. Like, it's already like they just know that they're second. It's because no one's gonna take care of me and my family. No one's gonna achieve my goals for me. I have like very specific goals for me and my family that So when do you guys get the Cybertruck?
It's man, whenever they get delivered, they're
pre-ordered.
Are they hard to get right now?
They're hard to even make, I guess, apparently, for Tesla. But yeah,
you have to pre-order it, $200 up front, and you just wait until they're ready. And we've just been waiting, so we're in line. You guys said that business was established, was it 2019. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is like right before the pandemic, before things really went to hell. Yes, before the pandemic.
We were fortunately on the better side of things, with a lot of when people are making videos, they're not heading into an office, they're not heading anywhere. They're staying in their house and they pull up their camera and they make videos. And so for us, that, you know, luckily that really did benefit us. You know, not to say that it wasn't a challenge, because there were a lot of people that said, hey, look, I don't know how things are gonna turn out, so I want to wait. But I would say, you know, if we compare apples to apples, I would say that it did benefit us a little bit more.
I would even say it's like I'm very fortunate the pandemic happened right at the peak of our grind, because my competitors were posting blogs saying, oh, I want to blame the pandemic for our company sinking. It's like we had the exact same business and we thrived, like did better than ever. So it's like I really think that it's like not all industries, in my specific industry, it's like there's no excuse, you know. There's just isn't. Like if you make clothing, make masks, you know. If you you know, like adapt, you have to change and roll with the punches, you know. And that's something that, because we were at a peak of our grind, we didn't just survive, we thrived. It was around the pandemic that happened when we surpassed all of our competition right at that point.
It was I think the final thing with that is it was beautiful, because when you're building a business, it's so much time. At the start of this pandemic, it's not like anybody was out doing anything anyway. And so it kind of just worked out, you know. So I mean, everyone was home, so were we. We were just grinding.
I almost felt like it was a small blessing in disguise, because I already felt like I was excluded from society for like over a year. And when the pandemic hit, I'm like, hey, welcome to my world, you know. Like I have nothing to do either, you know. So it made me feel a little better, to be honest with you, because I couldn't go out anyways, because I was working every waking hour. But after, you know, it just mentally helped me, I would say, the pandemic, because like knowing that I'm not falling behind from society.
Yeah,
you know, it's like everyone was put at a halt, which it sounds selfish, and I don't mean it that way. It's just, you know, I wasn't the only one that was locked in a room. Yeah,
and I feel like a lot of people, like you said, thrived, and those that didn't, they found excuses to fail, right? I think we can all agree that those that are thriving now, it's because they didn't stop. They didn't stop because of the pandemic, you know?
Exactly.
Now, obviously, things got tricky, right? Things got tricky, but you had to figure it out. I want to go through this process of your guys' services, right? The services of video editing, right? If I'm a creator, I create this project, right? I would reach out to you guys to help me edit the whole thing.
It's as simple as that. Literally as simple as that. So depending where you're at in this stage, we can help you. So let's say you're already making videos, right? And you kind of want to, you know, you hear about people that are taking it to that next level, but you don't know essentially what that means, right? That's where Dava comes into play, right? We come in, you know, we start off and we just get to know each other, figure out what it is you're trying to do, and essentially almost come up with the plan for you so that you can really take it to that next level. And really for the creator, it's as simple as you film your videos, we take it from there. We edit, post, strategize, everything.
Dava has changed a lot since it started. We started as a video editing company. That's a fact. That's where it's at. That's not where Dava is today. If you look at our website, we're more than just a video editing company. For example, let's say you want to get this radio into video form. We not only create the video form of it, we edit it, we put it together, we'll post it on all platforms, we'll manage your social medias, we'll find you brand deals. So it's like we have brands that know us, and we know the big I'm a text message away from Jake Paul. I'm a text message away from all these big creators. So it's like, hey, Bang energy drink, right? That one of my you know leaders is currently talking with. I have Jake Paul on the other side. Do you want to work with him? You know, how much are you willing to pay? That, like, we synchronize business to creators and help them monetize and make more money. Or I have creators that don't know how to monetize on YouTube. Oh, hey, let me just work on this. We spend 2 weeks working. We monetize this other channel that's now revenuing over like $8,000 a month that was making zero just prior to working with us. So it's like we know how to work YouTube. We know how to make money.
Yeah. Dava's really become a place where creators can come, make more money, and businesses can come and find creators to partner with. So, I love the new Dava. It's not just David and I anymore. There's no way him and I can run the company. You know, we have leaders, you know, all around the company when it comes to growth, when it comes to operations, when it comes to, you know, graphic design. So many people that really assist in helping take that to the next level. David and I are just here to assist as well now. So,
are there ever any challenges with the company? And because I'm thinking a bunch of creators, right? I'm thinking a bunch of creators in one room sounds like trouble to me. But how do you guys keep things, I guess, I don't want to, for lack of better words, in order, I guess?
So you know, to start things off, we have a wait list right now. I mean, the queue of creators trying to come in right now is backed up. Just being honest, right? But we have systems in place from onboarding new clients to setting them up internally in our operational side, and that's where David, assists a lot. And then really working with our growth side of things to strategize with them, help them take it to that next level. But we've kind of built systems in place for everything. When you come in, even to the point where you're leaving. Right?
It's all about processes. Everything is about processes. It's like no matter which angle you came from, whether you want to start as a partner, you want to start as a management client, whatever it is, it's like there's processes set in place that just like, it's like your hand is held throughout the entire process. Like any creator at any size, I swear, can come talk to us, and we have somewhere we can put you. Yeah,
when you're dealing with 5 clients, you can get away with not having a process, but when you're onboarding tens of clients a week, there needs to be a process. There needs to be a way to know who everybody is, where everybody is, and just make sure that, hey, they can achieve their YouTube goals, And
then how does that work? Do you guys just like take a percentage of like earnings and things like that?
Yes, for our partnerships, yes. So essentially, we find them brand deals. We help them make more money, and we take a percentage depending on the contract that we sign. So.
Yeah, we have. I mean, if you're a YouTuber that want to edit your videos yourself, right? We have a really cool tool that we've built where you can go to the website and download really custom animations for your videos, right? Let's say you're talking about your Instagram, you can have a little pop-up that says, hey, this is your Instagram and it looks really cool, right? If you're looking to get up with our video editing, there's a flat monthly rate. If you really wanting to take it to that next level, connect with brands, really what we do is there is a flat fee, but we don't want to make money unless you're making money.
Yeah.
And so as we connected with these brand deals, especially Javier is helping out with brand deals. He's connecting all our creators with the brands, and when we do lock a deal, there's a little commission there that's left for us.
One thing you said, David, that kind of stuck out to me was that you can help everybody at any level, right? But are there people that maybe you see somebody or you're scrolling, right, and you're like, that's actually pretty cool, we should probably work with this person? Is there anything like that? Or you guys essentially just people that come to you guys pick them?
It happens occasionally. Like we'll be scrolling through TikToks, like this person has potential, like the content they're making is working, or maybe they're just working a full-time job and they just need that extra support. It's like I manage channels from 10 subscribers to hundreds and even millions of subscribers. Like the highest one is 34 million subscribers now, and it's like if I see the potential, it's like, yes, I will definitely reach out, because it's like, why wouldn't we? That's but essentially right now where we're at in business, our brand's starting to become very more known in the space. So it's pretty typical when a brand, like a big brand, comes to us and says like, hey, I like what you guys do. How can we, like, even just today we had a client that's like, hey, I've been seeing all the new changes you've been doing. How can we further our partnership? Well, let me tell you, this is what we can do for you. Because a creator is busy. If anyone's ever created content, right? It's like your only thing that should be going through your mind is creating content. Let me come to you, shoot you a message and say, hey, I got a brand deal. They want to offer you $3,000. So you have to say this and that. Are you in? Yeah, perfect. I'll get everything signed. And just say what you have to say, and that's it. Boom, extra paycheck. It's like your only focus as a creator should be creating content, and that's it.
Damn, man. I think what you guys are doing is some groundbreaking things. David, you mentioned having competition, but for me, this is the first time I've heard anything like this.
Good.
Right? I haven't heard of any other company do what you guys are doing. So that's why I'm sitting here like, these guys are down the street? These guys are our cousins in Utah County? I think it's awesome, man. And what does it mean? What does it mean to be from Utah County and doing what you guys are doing?
Man, this is home. I mean, we've talked about potentially opening up an office in Miami, Los Angeles, and while that may be coming, our HQ will always be here. It'll always be in Utah. This is where we've built it. This is, we really want to make this the home for creators. I know Los Angeles kind of takes that spot right now. Mm-hmm. Los Angeles, we're coming for you. We want to take that and really create that here.
Don't let David get a tan and walk around with his shirt off. No. Like he definitely
he's got some gold shoes. When he walks around with those,
you gotta walk around in a Versace robe. Don't let him get that. Don't let him. Remember you?
Some 97s, man. We gotta be careful.
Rep us right, man. Rep us right. Because oftentimes, I mean, I don't know. What I've learned is that, like, I talk to a lot of people, especially people from Utah, and then they get to these levels, and it's awesome. It's great. But then, like, don't forget, like, we still here too. Like,
Of course,
there's still
yeah.
an ecosystem here that needs some help too. You know, like.
It's beneficial for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you know, we know companies and friends and friends and partners here that have really grown to be really massive companies. But you know, I love, especially with them, is you know, if they're winning, everybody else is winning, because we're all kind of connecting together, and really helping out each other. You know.
What's the biggest challenge that you guys have right now?
We're having growth issues. We have too much demand. And we're looking at other options to see what we can do. I mean, YouTube editing is new, right? There's a lot of film editing, there's a lot of movie editing. You know, you go to college, you can get an editing degree, but it's not a YouTube degree, right? We have an idea of something that we want to do to kind of challenge that, but that's a challenge right now.
I would even say, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Like right now, like speaking of today, like the challenge that we have company-wide is that we're being attacked from all fronts. We're running out of space in our office. We're out of computers, right? We're running out of talent, right? So I have to train. I've trained people from ground zero, and with enough time, they become amazing editors, right? Our growth, right? We don't have enough, sales guys that can help us grow even faster and to hold the demand for it, right? When we give that first video, we don't have enough of a team to provide that first video, and so that's honestly the biggest challenge, is that once you start scaling fast, you're not just worried. Like bringing in clients is the easy part, but what about everything else operationally? On the front end, on the back end.
There's no point of bringing in a client if they're not going to be happy. Let's save everybody's time. We want to make sure. I love the growth team. They're the team I work with day in and day out, and and I want to challenge David's point. They do too much, right? They have too many people coming in, but it's that transfer from, hey, we got people ready, to hey, we need more staff to make sure that we can take this on.
Are you guys ever jumping into the Web3 space with the NFTs and digital currency and things like that?
We've been wanting to. We unfortunately had to step down of another company we were running, just due to time. That's really the big thing right now. We're focusing on 2022 to really take this to that next level. We thought 21 was that level, but we've kind of established that new level that we want. Really the challenge right now is time, but we do want to. I really love that space. We own a few NFTs and do a lot of crypto, but not as much as we want to.
I'm gonna show you guys something I'm working on after we wrap up. It's a secret, so don't tell nobody.
Okay, nobody.
But what we talked about big challenges that you guys. What are you guys very proud of? What are you happy about what you guys are doing?
I'm honestly just proud of the fact that I think it was Christmas of 2020. I remember standing in front of the microphone presenting in front of my team, and I remember just seeing a ton of tables and a ton of families getting together. And I think it was my friend that mentioned this. Isn't this doesn't this feel amazing? It's like, what? It's like every person right now is eating because of you. It's like you are feeding families. You're creating jobs. You're fulfilling people's dreams. I've had people come up to me. It's like, if it wasn't for Dava, I wouldn't I think I would have dropped off from my career path, because I'm a video editor by heart, but it's hard to find a job in video editing. It's hard to get in that space. And it's that had a huge step back, wow. At the beginning, I think most people can probably agree with me. It's at the beginning, everyone only does it for themselves. I want to be rich. I want to travel the world. I want to do this. But at a certain level, it's not just about me anymore. I don't make my decisions for me anymore. I do them for everyone. My growth team, my graphic design team, my video editor team. Every time I make a decision, it's for them. It's I want everybody to be better 1 year from today.
Yeah, we've gone through a lot of changes over the last 2-3 years. I mean, we had a team that we thought we'd have forever.
Yeah,
everybody's gone now, right? I think really for me the biggest thing, I'm just so proud of the team that we have now. We really do have some of the best killers in the game right now, and in every aspect of the company. And really, honestly, again, it's not David and I anymore. It really comes down to the team, and this team is just so proud, and I'm excited. We really want to grow with this team that we have, and forget about us. We're setting everybody else up. And then if everybody eats, then afterwards we will.
I mean, that's a good leader, right? You guys are being good leaders, and I know when you have that type of mindset of It's not about me. It's about us. I want to feed families. I want to give people opportunities to take their families on vacations, right? Like that's what makes a good leader. That's what makes a strong team. That's what makes people want to like go the extra mile. And they might have not gotten no sleep, but hey, you give them a call, they're probably gonna jump up and be there for you because when you have honesty and loyalty, you get that culture. And it sounds like that's what you guys are building. And I think it's beautiful, man.
Exactly. Appreciate that.
We definitely try our best to, always, you know.
So how'd you guys link up with Neil deGrasse Tyson and Jake Paul?
Man.
Ask the growth team. I don't even know.
No, it's been a journey. Okay, it's been a journey. I think really one client leads to another. You know, when we have a client that has 1,000 subscribers, it helps you get one with 5,000. 5,000 helps you get 10, 100, you know, a million. Once you have a million, it's easy. You can get whoever you want. Once you have someone like Jake Paul, all I gotta do is make a call to somebody I want and say, guys, Jake Paul trusts us. Who's the biggest creator in the game right now?
Me. Just playing.
Exactly. Who's the second biggest creator in the game right now?
Logan. No, I'm just playing.
Who's the third?
No, Jake. I'm
no,
just
but
playing
Jake,
Jake.
look,
Yeah,
he's
of
not
course.
even making a lot of videos right now.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be you don't have to make videos to be a creator, right? Being a creator, being on YouTube, being on social media gives you the platform to do whatever you want, right? And so being able to make a call or have someone call us and say, "Hey, look, I know you work with Jake Paul. I need you to help me because if Jake Paul trusts you, I trust you," right? That has been a big game changer. I mean, growing with Jake's team has been so helpful. You know, getting closer with them. You know, we have a partnership that we can't talk too much about right now, but you know, Jake's team has been awesome to work with, and Neil especially, you know, being someone that a lot of people look up to, including myself.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. But look, at the same time, I've had some of my favorite creators of YouTube that I've watched for the last year or for several years, and by the time we start editing their videos, I can't stand them anymore. Right?
Yeah.
There's you know, you just kind of lose it, and you know, unfortunately, I'm kind of out of YouTubers to watch right now.
It's like you see them not so much more of a celebrity anymore when you're actually working with them. It's like, dang, Jake Paul, like he was like in their group chats, you know, he's like, you know, flaming his like his like manager. They're just cracking jokes left and right, like the same way I would with my friends. You know, I always make fun of him. It's just like, well, you're human, you know, like
Yeah.
you know, it's like
yeah. It's been a big realization for us. You know, we've walked into a room with Machine Gun Kelly, Megan Fox, Jake Paul. Some of the biggest, Ryan Garcia, some of the biggest people in the world, and just saying what's up to everybody, just hanging out like it's nothing. I think one thing we've realized, especially in this space, is we're all creators. We're all the same person. We all have what it takes to do it. It's really about who's willing to put in that work and who's willing to do it a little different. You know.
Yeah.
You know, we got to quit copying each other. You got to do it your way. People are attached to personality. People are attached to uniqueness. You know, and so if you can do that, which I genuinely believe anyone who has the passion to be a creator, if you have that in you, you can do it. You can be a Jake Paul. You can be a Neil deGrasse Tyson.
So how does somebody find that, right? Because oftentimes we get into something because we see somebody that inspired us, right? Like, how do you find yourself in that creative space?
I think it's good to take inspiration from your favorite creators, but it's like people try to be the exact same person as that David Dobrik and that Jake Paul's like if I wanted to watch someone that they made the exact same content, I'm just gonna go to Jake Paul and or David Dobrik. Like you got to be yourself. It's just like be entertaining, do what you love. It's I think people just they get blinded by money. People just want fame. People just want money that they don't think straight.
Yeah.
It's like it happens so often. I've seen it many times in real life. It's like people will do stupid things just because there's a dollar bill on the other side, not knowing that over this mountain there's a cash cow. So they blindly follow what the crowd's doing when it's not the right thing. Like who says like SoundCloud, right? Like it's like why SoundCloud? Like times changed. Like if I see a rapper on SoundCloud and just SoundCloud, like bro, times changed. Why aren't you on TikTok? Why aren't you on these new platforms? Like yes, Post Malone made it on on SoundCloud, but things have changed. It's like you have to be able to like look away. It's like yes, that's how they did it, but that's not the way the world is anymore. I have to adapt to the way the Kid Leroy grew, or the girl that sang the ABCDFU song. TikTok. I tell all my friends this, but no one it's just no one's creative enough to look away from what people used to do and look at the new generation.
It's in everybody, but it takes that one realization to be like, this video blew up because of this. And then it clicks. It's in everybody. I know it is. I didn't understand it. I had a challenge on TikTok. I said, all right, let's see how many followers and views I can get in a month. 1 month. First video, like, 600,000 views. Next video, 2,000 views. I said, all right, what's wrong? Okay, I think I get it now. I do some more videos. End of the month, I'm just under 100,000 followers. I am, 10 million views in, million views on several videos. It just takes that little, take a step back. Too many people are too focused in that. Just take a step back and makes things so much easier because you start to see what you were kind of blinded to. You know what I mean?
People blindly follow trends. It's so surprising. You see a stupid dance on TikTok, like, well, if I post this dance, I'm gonna get views.
Yeah.
No. It's not. It doesn't work that way. Like how we said, we had a challenge on TikTok to see if we could grow it in 1 month, just under 100,000. It's just like, well, we figured it out. Now let's teach our clients, and we stopped. We just stopped.
Yeah.
It's like, isn't that weird? Like, you would think that if he was building a TikTok so fast, we'd keep going, but it's like, no, why? I have, like Dava, we're trying to help other people do it, but how can you help them if you haven't proved it? And we proved it. So
that's crazy, man. I definitely did the Harlem Shake video.
look, so did I.
Y'all were probably so young, but I did. I definitely was like, yo, this is cool. Let me get up here and do the Harlem Shake. Yeah, that was definitely me. Are you guys documenting this journey?
So we were 100%. So we documented the first year and a half. We lost 90% of that footage.
Whose hard drive?
Man, it wasn't even a hard drive. Look, listen. So
It was you.
No. I will say it is my fault. It is my fault, bro. I had my camera that we were kind of recording everything in, and David every week, man, he was saying, man, we got to back this footage up. Year and a half passed, nothing. All right, nothing happened. But what we do is we allow our team and our employees and everybody, our staff, to use our equipment. Well, they went out, used the equipment, accidentally deleted everything because they were out of space, and it's all gone. We
find clips here.
We have some of our just the really cool moments where we don't have everything, but we have the first day. David came over to my house and said, all right, today's the first day we're gonna start this.
We're dropping out of school today. We're
hold on, college.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
College. Middle school.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, come on. You guys just get after it. That's what you guys are go-getters, and you could just feel the passion. You could feel what you guys are doing. That's why I was asking about if you guys are documenting this, because this is something that people get motivated and inspired by.
Yeah.
You guys somebody's gonna hear this and they're gonna get inspired to create what they've been putting off, right?
Dude, and that's the goal. One inspired person leads to another inspired person, and so on. And I think everyone benefits from people that are inspired, people that are putting in the work, people that are just creating whatever they want to create. Because at the end of the day, whatever you're doing, you're creating. And so
because it's such a new space, no one knows where to start, and that's why we're actually building this. It's like, I want a place to start where if you have no clue at all where to start, it's like, we'll start with this program and start with that, and then build your way up. Oh, well, now I'm making money. We'll hire an editing team. Well, now I need more money. We'll bring in the management team. Hey, well, I'm trying to find partners with brands. Well, here you go. It's like there is no starting point right now. There really isn't. And the people that have made it, they don't care to help other people. Like you don't see other YouTubers helping. They go to Los Angeles and they stay there, and then all right, well, I'm here at the TikTok house with my buddies that everyone's alrety big. It's
I have
thanks
a couple
a lot.
homies that are in these creative houses.
Yeah.
I got a homie in Miami, and I got another homie in LA somewhere. And he's like, yeah, we're in these creative houses. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
We literally just create. We got a 3-6 month contract, and we just create.
Yeah.
And they put advertisers on our stuff.
Yeah.
And we run it up. We're told to be on TikTok live this many times a week, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Brand at the end of the day, it's helping the brand a lot. They're in the background of all of the videos. We've talked about potentially doing a content house, kind of sponsoring some creators. But I think if we did do something like that, it'd be next year. But yeah, it's been beneficial for companies. Really, the way of marketing, the way of doing ads has changed a lot, right? It's gone from, even billboards. Now there's digital billboards, right? But when it comes to companies, really, the Gen Z market right now is hot. Mm-hmm. It is hot, and so companies just want to tap into that.
Yeah.
And you know, if you can be in the background of a video or just have someone say that, hey, this house is sponsored by, you know, X company, it helps a lot.
Let's road trip in the Tesla to Vegas.
Let's do it.
Create all that content. The
Let's
road trip. Before I get out of here, man, before I get you guys out of here, I've been taking too much of your time already. I didn't even ask. What does it mean? What does Dava mean?
So the story behind the name Dava, we're both, it's an embarrassing story, but it's the truth. We were at McDonald's, you know, we wanted to start, the thing is at the beginning that people don't understand is that we were just entrepreneurs. We didn't know what we wanted to do. We were into day trade. We had like 6 failed businesses before Dava took off. So it's kind of like day trading, you know, Amazon FBA, vending machines, you name it, we've done it. So the way it started was like, well, you know, we consider ourselves marketers and entrepreneurs. So, you know, Dava, David, Vale, Dava, right? And then it's like, well, you know, we're going to go into marketing. So Dava Marketing, that's where the domain, hence the, you know, the domain davamarketing.com. We've been trying to buy dava.com, but it's like $25,000. So we're sitting on that really, you know.
It's light work.
No, listen, it's not even
hit
available.
up Jakey.
Yeah.
Yo,
Jakey,
Jakey, what's going on?
It's like some French company that like doesn't speak
nothing
English.
but
Like, how do we negotiate with these guys? Like, how do I even buy this off of your hands? But it's
it's not available right now.
So it's difficult. But that's how it started. We just sat down and was like, well, I was the one that like finalized it. I remember because he didn't like the name at first. And I was like, well, Diva sounds kind of weird. Nike sounds kind of weird, right? But it's just they only make sense because it's a big known company. Like what's Adidas? What does that mean? You know, so it's like Dava sounds sort of like diva. So if we say it enough, it sounds good. And now we walk around, it's like Dava this, Dava that, and it doesn't sound weird anymore. It doesn't feel like I'm speaking a different language. It's just Dava.
Dava, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. If there is a creator, I know you guys are trying to expand. Well, you guys are expanding.
Yep.
If there's a creator or somebody that maybe not necessarily wants to be of service, or they want to be of service of you guys, right? They want to be a part of the team. How can they reach out to you guys? How can they get their resume in front of you?
Of course. So you know, you can find us at davamarketing.com, DAVA, so davamarketing.com, or just at Dava Marketing anywhere. You'll find us. And then, you know, just shoot us an email, contact us via our website, DM us. You know, we have a team that's monitoring this. So if you're trying to get to us, you'll get to us within a few minutes. We're on top of it. So,
you guys want to shout out personal socials or anything like that?
Yeah, totally. My social is David Rualcaba with an A, so 2 ways at the end. David Rualcaba.
What's your background?
So I guess my parents are Mexican. You know, I'm a first generation. You know, still no one has graduated college, so round of applause, right? But you don't need college. But honestly, I feel like my background is really just, you know, I do it all for my family. Yeah, that's how it started. You know, just wanting to help my family. We don't come from a lot, so that's what pushes me every day.
Your whole family here in Utah now?
The majority, I have parts in California, but like my close family is all here. Mm-hmm.
Oh, your family originally from here too?
Argentina, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was born in Argentina with, you know, my family's from there as well, but we came here. I'm pretty much American at this point, though.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, my Instagram is just underscore. I'm just kidding. No,
don't do that. Come on. I hate it when people do that.
Aren't you a social media expert?
Make it hard to find you.
No, just follow us at Dava Marketing and just connect with us there. We're having an event March 5th where anybody can come down. We're inviting a lot of big creators. We got a 2-time boxing world champ, Andre Berto. We got, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, YouTubers that are coming down. Everybody's welcome. It'll be first come, first serve, but it'll be awesome. It'll be hosted in Provo, and you'll get all the details on Instagram, just at Dava Marketing.
March 5th?
March 5th.
March 5th.
Saturday, March 5th. Love to see you guys there.
We're going to have to make a trip to Utah County.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you guys, man. Sorry to take so much of your time. Thank you to your crew to show up. Y'all were quiet.
Man, shout out Javier, Steph,
Franco, Ezequiel.
Lil Rich.
It's U92.
U92.